Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it.
Hey man, it's good to see you.
Goodbye.
An old door, worn by...
It's military. A service depot of some sort. Probably something that is no longer there.
It may have been used to serve...
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a... You dial the number in the mid calling. It looks like she doesn't want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her. Come on, you know why. Calling.
Harry, please.
Underneath it, she is naked and warm under a blanket.
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone. You dial the number again. Calling. And calling for who knows how long. The cold metal is hard, and your knuckles takes your mind away from that voice. For one.
That's enough now, officer.
It didn't give you...
Officer, that's enough.
It's over.
Yes?
mister? Luby. Raluby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or sometimes I can.
Kids.
Bye!
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other...
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna...
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows what that...
You're stupid. Okay.
Our tenant, the police. What more do you want to know about that poor girl? Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from... She's good company.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cause a... Yes, let's hear those other questions. Not much. Where's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity? Some things...
So...
No.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Well, there's that music. And now?
Those would be the dance...
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins. An apartment complex? Oh, I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something of note. The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed. No one. But now, what? Used, and now you know everything there is to know.
Idacy's gonna calm down soon. Oh? Okay. Oh. Yes, that's... Sorry I couldn't help you out. Okay. Oh. Yes, that's the... Sorry I couldn't help... Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. An alum, a bunch of sodden, arson, petty theft.
Huh? Too complex.
Arson, petty theft, spousal yes. A title, one might say. Arson, petty theft, spouse, yes. A title, one. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Hand...
Yes, however, it's a holdover from the early days of the arson.
Your secret is safe with them. You don't exactly close them. 6 crumbling. The suzerainty box is heavy. You open up a number of pouches. Each cardboard...
What? You're not going to offer to let me punch any of them out?
Each cardboard...
What?
In addition, from the Empire...
Oh, those are nice.
You hold the open welcome to suzerain. The colorful... You begin the instruction. You soon figure out the basic conceit. There is no... That's where each turn, as you leaf through the pages, your eye... The actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series... A cockatoo is... This book talks about the... Where to even begin. Pet owners, also, it is not recommended to... You're right. Ouch. Not great for them. Performing. Yes. Perhaps, in the word, it must be glorious to behold. Despite where to even begin. All cockatoo pet owners, it is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food. every day and give them the full. Perhaps, in the words of poet-explorer Sir James Ford, it must be glorious to be whole. Hardcore aesthetic. Oh yes, drugs. We're talking about drugs. Let's face it, these flirtations with the hardcore aesthetic have all been leading up to one question. Can I do drugs harder now that I'm a hard cop? And the answer is yes. You can. You can do one more.
Hello, mister. Bye.
You see, a slogan used to intertwine above the mural, a collapsed roof, felled electrical. Felled electrical, there's something in the wind. Indeed, somehow you knew it was here.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the
Why single out this one building? Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. Trying to talk to the city.
How do we? She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. And then there's the church. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula. Then, if we just
walk the coast, the old buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold. Suddenly, there's in through the collapsed roof.
She's down there.
Okay. Why? Right. How do we get in there? The door.
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
A rusty ladder leads.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
The distances between the remaining rungs are raw. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? Not to mention that the roof. What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Teleportation is not...
Even if it isn't, no one told you.
This really has nothing to do... Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
On second thought, because you're just standing there.
You're not. Please, don't try to climb the building. We'll get in another way.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. The distance, in addition, the first... Okay, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? An old pipe peeks out. A building like this must... Your eyes slowly begin to... The lieutenant looks over your shoulder. At first, as your eyes are... And...
I see. Another stop on your crusade against... Given that this... However...
He means the...
And it's right here.
Oh yeah. Big boy time. You and the...
Let's take a breather and try this again.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand. The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. You see rows of toy soldiers guard big men.
Franco Niger.
Long. They're not all blue.
Which ones?
This set of soldiers isn't meant to...
You're probably... I think their poverty has been Okay. I don't like either.
This set of...
You're probably... I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. I don't like either. Hello. Let me know if I can help you with... I doubt it. I do my...
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dance.
The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, how interesting. Once this was before. I'm not sure.
Do we really have time for this?
This record. Keep in mind.
That's and he nods to you. Seabirds most likely. Gulls and such.
Gulls and...
That's it. The signal, a low range of...
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold... Hello, hello. Sure, let me have a look. I'm not purchasing. More than sure. What else have you got? Oh, a photo.
You have absolutely no idea.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Everything's still cool. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy. Sometimes the lieutenant, Apricot Suzerainty, calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our... No, it's very cool, officer. Everything's still... Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy.
Very sharp.
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an...
Oh! Speaking of...
Oh, sorry, officer. What do you want? Yes? What about Honey?
Yes.
It is what I just don't know anymore. About anything.
Now it's turning into a... Nope. Some of the other...
Hey, isn't he...
Okay.
Are you sure you don't?
Hey, was there...
Always a plan. I mean, officers. I told you everything.
'Tis true, sire. This man...
No.
After all this time with Morel...
Oh, yeah, a rhinoceros? They have...
But how?
The rhino starts running very... Rivacol used to be a flaming rhino. I'm...
Short means sincere.
Again? I can't believe this shit. Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not my style, he thinks.
Yes? What is it? Of course I'm with him. What?
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy...
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
starting from sitting on his right. Standard working boot across at the. He spent his and then the M in the far corner on his. Let's call size in conclusion exactly, but starting sitting across. He spent his and then the M in the far corner. Standard working boot. Steel size in the mid in conclusion exactly. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. I don't really know. Saint
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company. You see, the packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over.
Is this a because Frit has an, I don't know.
Business is often.
You think the police because Frit has an army? Yeah, like, I don't know.
Businesses often hire private security this side of the river. It's an unfortunate.
Okay. What?
Right to work! Right to work!
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment.
She's just a distracted.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's gonna.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioneers around. Lomonosov's the Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. You go right ahead, Lowman. Let me know when you find them. Is that all you woke me up to say?
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarette. There's something odd about the passenger seat. This voila.
Bonne prise.
This large map displays the elevated toll booths at there. Hundreds of thousands to Kuron. Through the middle, this municipal map, the final map. These service looks like the smugglers have infiltrated.
So it would seem. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads. Hard to say. The best mercy with cool names, like La Puta Madre and our. It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. Here's bad news. They have best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry.
The stack of maps looks just like before. Barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the put you wedge it. But what sandpaper adds extra grip? The movie stars are still smiling. Close the rusty old. The old kid at the bottom of the posters. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How? Just a...
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir. 10-4. Orders are still orders. Anything else? 10-4, sir. 10-4. Anything else? Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
A metallic pull-out toolbox. So the white suede feels like as you tap.
No, that's enough.